Chuck the Freak on the Riff.
All right, coming up next here on Dave and Chuck the Freak, couple of things to get to. Up first, a listener decided to change how we sound on the show.
Okay.
And it has, I don't know, maybe it's just us. It was the funniest thing we've heard. We'll let you hear the new version of the Dave and Chuck the Freak show when we come back. Hello, it's 7:24 right now. On Wednesday, the 1st of July, a listener decided, using a new app.
Yeah.
He says, hey, Dave, Chuck, Lisa, James, Andy, and Jason the Jew. I'm a huge fan. I've never missed an episode thanks to the podcast. I have a new app that I use, and it has a feature that can speed up or slow down the audio. And this is how I found out how to do this. I slowed your show down to 0.4 times speed, and I believe it has made the show even funnier. Check it out. Love the show, guys. Keep it up, Kyle. So Kyle took a segment of the show from last week when we were talking about Diddy getting in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, after an altercation with his son's football coach. Mm-hmm. And he has slowed it down. And we either sound like we're stoned or we're high or we're super drunk. Mm. It's basically every adult Irish conversation I heard as a kid. That's what it sounds like to me. But this is how our show sounds through this app.
And he had a career on his own. You know? I don't know. I wouldn't be afraid of Diddy. No. But now the question is, did Diddy do it? They gotta figure that out. Did he do it? Did he do it? Or didn't he do it? Did or did he do it? He did it! Diddy did it! Diddy did it! Diddy didn't do it! There's no way Diddy did that! Diddy done it!
Oh, Andy. Nice laugh.
Did you do it?
Sounds like we're on nitrous.
Diddy done did it. You listen to these all day. Alright, GQ magazine has put out a list of the 20 most stylish men alive. Going to be featured in their July issue. They say there was an actual process involved in narrowing down this list, and it's not just about the celebrities who spend the most money on their clothes. They settled on these guys: Kanye West, Ryan Gosling, Pharrell, Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum? I don't know. I don't know. That man terrifies me. Yeah. Jared Leto, Bradley Cooper, LeBron James, A$AP Rocky. Oh, yeah. The inspiration for our ice cream album. Jay-Z, Brad Pitt, Harry Styles, Daniel Craig,
Sounds like the
Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, NBA player Russell Westbrook, and a bunch of other people. GQ.com for any of you fellas into fellas want to check it out. Find it there and see which guys make the best dress list. One more thing here from the Riff Files. You know I love one of my favorite jams of all time.
What is it, Dave?
Genuine's Pony. Yeah. He's back with a new hit.
Genuine has a new song.
Genuine has a new song.
20 years later.
It's a different song. I gotta tell you.
Oh, that is like every drunk Irish conversation I overheard in my basement growing
Does it
up.
make anyone else feel stoned listening to that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I felt that way anyway, but
I think Andy and I have actually had a conversation that sounded exactly like this before.
we have.
It might not have been about Diddy doing it, but it sounded pretty similar.
I was like, James, did you know that Genuine has a new song?
I love that.
Wanna know if Diddy did it.
People who are just tuning in are like, what's going on? Did I take my Ambien instead of my vitamin this morning?
People are tripping balls right now thinking they're...
Oh, it's so funny. It's one of the funniest things I've heard all week.
Someone said everyone sounds like drunk Cosby's. I'm dying.
And I love when you said about our ice cream wrap or something.
Because A$AP Rocky was the...
I know, but then you referenced that. and-
It seemed like it took me forever to get to it.
It did.
It sounded so much like Two Drunks because, like, Dave would say that thing about Genuine having a new song. He'd be like, Genuine has a new song? And then Chuck would be like, Genuine has a new song?
With the new hit.
Genuine has a new song.
Genuine has a new song.
20 years later.
Do you play the song?
The song in slow motion.
It's a different song. I gotta tell you. It's called Leave It In. Leave it in. It's not about keeping the turkey in the oven.
I don't think so.
I'm on a fin.
And that's it.
Oh, I
wow.
could listen to that all day.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That is us in slow-mo.
0.4 speed
Yep.
is the key to making this show good.
You sound like Will Ferrell in Old School when he got hit by the tranquilizer.
What is happening to me?
Go to Dortmund.
Oh, yeah, that was Dave and Chuck the Freak in slow-mo. If you're just joining us, everything is
Yeah.
fine.
Yes.
But listener Kyle put us in slow-mo to see how we'd sound, and it was pretty funny to us.
I'm telling you, I'd love to hear anything that I think is funny that we've done. I would love to hear it in slow motion at this
I
point.
need to know the app. That's hilarious.
Well, I downloaded one that apparently does this, but I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, we should do that one whole day. Dave and Chuck the Freak in slow-mo.
We could do
My
an
laugh
hour
in
and a half.
slow-mo is...
Well, our laughs sound great in slow mo.
Oh, but we all sound like something's going on with us. All right, so coming up in just a second, if you missed it earlier, it was one of our funniest moments of the day for sure. Listener took our show and slowed it down Now, on paper, doesn't sound funny. When you hear it, we sound like we are wasted.
Yeah.
We'll let you hear that in just a moment on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
It's Dave and Chuck the Freak.
So this email came into us from Kyle. He says, hey, Dave, Chuck, Lisa, James, Andy, and Jason the Jew. Huge fan. Never missed an episode thanks to the podcast. I have an app that I use that has a feature that lets you speed up or slow down the audio. And I did it to your show. I tried out slowed down to 0.4 times speed, and it unbelievably made your show even funnier. Please check it out. Love the show. Keep it up. Hope it makes you laugh. Kyle. Well, it did, Kyle. Mission accomplished. He took a section of the show from the Riff Files a few days ago. We started talking about P. Diddy, who had allegedly assaulted his son's football coach. And we're trying to figure out if he had done it or not.
Yeah.
And then we move on to some other celebrity stories. But we sound like we're having the most drunk conversation of all time.
Yeah.
And this is how it played out. Take a listen.
And he had a career on his own. You know? I don't know. I wouldn't be afraid of Diddy.
No. But now the question is, did Diddy do it? They gotta figure that out.
Did he do it?
Did he do it? Or didn't he do it? Did he?
Did he?
Did or didn't Diddy do it?
Diddy did it.
Diddy did it.
Diddy didn't do it.
There's no way Diddy did that.
Diddy John done it.
Did you do it?
Diddy done did it.
Could listen to these all day. Alright, GQ Magazine has put out a list of the 20 most stylish men alive.
Oh, you're wasted.
Going to be featured in their July issue. They say there was an actual process involved in narrowing down this list, and it's not just about the celebrities who spend the most money on their clothes. They settled on these guys. Kanye West, Ryan Gosling, Pharrell, Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum? I don't know. I don't know. That man terrifies me.
Yeah.
Jared Leto, Bradley Cooper, LeBron James, A$AP Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
The inspiration for our ice cream rap album. Jay-Z, Brad Pitt, Harry Styles, Daniel Craig, Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, NBA player Russell Westbrook, and a bunch of other people. GQ.com. For any of you fellas into fellas, check it out. You can find it there and see which guys make the best dressed list. One more thing here from the Riff Files. You know I love one of my favorite jams of all time. Genuine's Pony. Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah. He's back with a new hit.
Genuine has a new song.
Genuine has a new song.
20 years later.
It's a different song. I gotta tell you. It's called Leave It In. Leave it in. It's not about keeping the turkey in the oven for
I don't think so.
I'm on a fin.
Oh, man.
Just a taste of slow-mo Dave and Chuck the Freak
Telling you.
there for you.
I hope we get a lot more of those.
Makes me feel weird listening to that.
It does. It makes me feel weird too. It makes me feel like I've gotten wasted with you guys, like completely wasted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes me realize we'd be a lot of fun wasted.
Oh, yeah.
I think we would. Wasted Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Oh, my God.
The show
Might
would take so long.
It would.
Be the longest show.
ratings have gone up 3,000% since they started pumping nitrous into the studio.
Time spent listening, way up.
The problem is you're not playing any commercials at all.